This man was in charge of the world's richest oil country. He didn't inherit power. He doesn't have a degree. He never commanded an army before coming to power. Yet Nicolas Maduro was the leader of one of the most important nations on earth. How did a former bus driver take control of Venezuela? These are the most astonishing facts. Stay tuned. 15 insane things you didn't know about Nicolas Maduro. Welcome to Financial Wisdom. How to get rich. The place where we explore money, power, and the people who shape the future. Nicolas Maduro is one of the most polarizing political figures of the modern era. To some, he is a symbol of resistance against foreign influence. To others, he represents economic failure, authoritarianism, and lost opportunity. Few leaders in the world have governed a country with such extraordinary natural wealth, yet overseen such deep economic and social collapse. Venezuela possesses the largest proven oil reserves on earth, greater than Saudi Arabia's. And yet, under Maduro's rule, the nation experienced hyperinflation, food shortages, and one of the largest mass migrations in modern history. But Maduro didn't begin life in power. He didn't come from elite schools. He didn't inherit wealth. He didn't command an army. His rise was slower, quieter, and built on loyalty, ideology, and timing. Born on November 23, 1962, in Caracas, Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro Moros grew up in a working-class environment. Long before international sanctions, contested elections, and global headlines, he lived a very ordinary life. Today, we're breaking down some of the most surprising, strange, and lesser-known facts about the man who continues to control one of the most strategically important countries in the world. Before we begin, one important reminder. This video is not about praise or condemnation. It's about understanding how power works, and how one man managed to gain it, hold it, and survive against overwhelming pressure. With that said, let's begin. Here are 15 insane things you didn't know about Nicolas Maduro. Number 1. Before politics, Nicolas Maduro worked as a bus driver in Caracas. Unlike most world leaders who rise through law, economics, or military command, Maduro started his career driving public buses. During this time, he became involved in labor unions, which exposed him to leftist ideology and grassroots political activism. This experience shaped his identity. Even as president, Maduro regularly refers to himself as a worker president, using his background to connect with ordinary citizens. Number 2. He never completed a university degree. Maduro enrolled in university but never graduated. In global politics, where many leaders hold advanced degrees, this is extremely rare. Supporters argue that formal education doesn't define leadership. Critics say it contributed to poor economic decision-making. Either way, his rise proves that power does not always follow credentials. Number 3. Cuba played a major role in shaping his ideology. During his early political years, Maduro spent time in Cuba, where he studied Marxist principles and built strong relationships with Cuban officials. These connections later translated into deep cooperation between the two countries, especially in intelligence and security matters. Cuba became one of Maduro's strongest allies during his presidency. Number 4. His entire political ascent depended on Hugo Chavez. Maduro was not the most charismatic or influential figure in Chavez's inner circle, but he was unquestionably loyal. Chavez trusted him deeply and viewed loyalty as more valuable than popularity. In Chavez's final public speech, he named Maduro as his chosen successor, a decision that shocked many and reshaped Venezuela's future. Number 5. Maduro claims Chavez still guides him spiritually. In one of his most widely mocked and discussed statements, Maduro claimed that the spirit of Hugo Chavez appeared to him in the form of a little bird, communicating guidance and approval. The statement went viral worldwide and became symbolic of Maduro's unconventional rhetoric and use of symbolism to reinforce legitimacy. Number 6. His first election victory was extremely narrow. In 2013, Maduro won the presidency by a margin of less than 2%. The opposition immediately challenged the results, alleging irregularities. Protests erupted across the country. This razor-thin victory marked the beginning of permanent political instability. Number 7. Venezuela entered one of the worst hyperinflation crises ever recorded. Under Maduro's rule, inflation spiraled out of control. Prices doubled, tripled, and then exploded. At its peak, inflation reached millions of %, rendering salaries meaningless. People were paid in money that couldn't buy food. Number 8. Cash became so worthless that people weighed it. Counting bills took too long. Instead, people weighed stacks of cash to estimate value. Entire backpacks of money could barely afford a few groceries. Some citizens used banknotes to make handbags, decorations, and even children's toys. Number 9. Despite national hardship, luxury remained visible at the top. While millions struggled with shortages, Maduro and top officials were photographed wearing luxury watches, dining at exclusive restaurants, and hosting grand public events. These images fueled outrage and became symbols of inequality during crisis. Number 10. Maduro survived multiple assassination attempts. In 2018, drones carrying explosives detonated near a public event where Maduro was speaking. The incident was broadcast live. He survived unharmed. Maduro later claimed it was an assassination attempt backed by foreign forces, strengthening his narrative of constant external threats. Number 11. Many nations refused to recognize his elections. Several governments declared Maduro's elections illegitimate, while others continued to support him. This led to a bizarre situation where Venezuela effectively had competing claims to leadership. The result was deep diplomatic isolation. Number 12. He governs largely through emergency powers. Over time, Maduro ruled by decree, bypassing parliament and weakening traditional democratic institutions. Emergency powers became the norm rather than the exception. This consolidation of authority helped him maintain control during unrest. Number 13. Venezuela experienced one of the largest migration crises in history. Under Maduro, more than 7 million Venezuelans left the country. Families walked across borders with nothing but backpacks. Entire professions, doctors, engineers, teachers, vanished almost overnight. Number 14. Maduro blames foreign forces for Venezuela's collapse. Maduro consistently argues that sanctions, sabotage, and economic warfare, not internal policy, are responsible for the crisis. This narrative resonates with supporters and reinforces nationalistic sentiment. It also deflects responsibility. Number 15. His power depends heavily on the military. Maduro's survival in power rests on the loyalty of the armed forces. As long as the military remains aligned with him, opposition movements struggle to succeed. Control of institutions matters more than popularity. Now pause for a moment. Imagine ruling a country with unlimited oil wealth, while your people suffer shortages, while the world watches, while pressure closes in from all sides. What decisions would you make? Would ideology matter more than results? Would survival justify control? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Bonus fact. Number 16. Maduro has announced Venezuela's economic recovery multiple times, each followed by new currency reforms, new crises, or new emergency measures. Thank you for spending time with Financial Wisdom. How to get rich. If you made it to the end, subscribe so you never miss a deep dive into power, money, and influence.